Thank you very much. As for DLM to invite me, to invite AIRBUS to this event. With me is Roberto from Pickle, that he has collaborated with us in this eArchiving project in AIRBUS. But do you think there is a place for archiving or e-archiving in this company? Because it sounds strange, no? It's difficult. We are doing things that make flight and so on and so on. So, and this is my presentation. Yes, also e-archiving is important for AIRBUS. In fact, I take here some examples why what is important for AIRBUS, no? And for instance, we celebrate last June the Archiving Day, and we put in our hubs, in the internal tools in the company, what does mean this? And we try to provide message for our users and all the works in AIRBUS, trying to distinguish and to say, what is e-archiving? Yeah, because this kind of message is very difficult to translate to a big company like this. Yeah, very, very difficult, believe me. But we try to do, and what is archiving? Which is the difference between archiving versus retention? Yeah, difficult. Yeah, records keeping, more difficult, yeah, to explain engineers what is records keeping, what is archiving, why you must archive, why it's important to archive or to for AIRBUS, of course, how to archive, etc., etc. And also I put one example that we put in our hub. And we try to inform the engineers and all our users what does mean or what are the archiving values, yeah? And what is the electronic archiving? Electronic archiving is the long-term preservation for electronic digital information, blah, 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 blah. Believe me, this is very important also for us, but as I said, it's very difficult in some cases to translate this information. So these archiving values, the long-term retention for our product, because one of the problems that we have is not a problem, it's good for archiving, is that our products, the life of our products is very, very long. So could be 40, 50 years. So we need to retain, we need to archive all these kind of records. So, and not only to archive, also this must be, also these records or this information must be accessible for all the programs, all the engineers. So, and now in this digital context that we are, more difficult because we need very powerful tools for search and retrieval, etc., etc. And of course, we need all this process for evidence and is the proof data, yeah, what we need. So, but I said, AIRBUS is a pure European company. So in this context that we are talking, and maybe it's one of the most famous or representative European company, we are highly regulated, very high regulated and audited. So, for instance, we must follow EASA, that is the European Agency for Safety Aviation. This European agency for this has strong requirements for us. And maybe I have bring here because I think it's very precise, no? That and this is the requirements that we have in AIRBUS, no? All relevant design information, drawings, and test reports, including inspection records for tested, shall be held by the type certification, that means the company that produce this kind of data, and shall be retained for the agency for each change. And we are always changing. Maybe this is one of the different from the historical archives. We are always changing our documents, our data, our models. So how we can retain this, So for each change, all relevant design information, drawing and test response, also we have to keep all this information. For each repair, imagine when you make repairs in an aircraft, Also you have to keep all this information. Okay, and I have put more requirements, but they are very precise, yeah? It's not nothing. So we are highly regulated. We need to follow this, we need to fulfill these requirements. Of course, finally, or just to finish this section, we need to meet all these external laws and regulation or contractual agreement that we have with EASA, EMAR, etc. Of course, all national air agencies or national air law that we have also to follow in each country, because in AIRBUS, we are 4 countries. One in engineering, and because I am working in engineering, we need to secure and to perpetuate the knowledge and the know-how. And this is very important for AIRBUS. So we not only archive or retain only 2 because we need to fulfill the different requirements, also because we need to secure our knowledge, our engineering knowledge. This is not from 1 year to year. So we are talking about 10, 20, 30, 40 years. This experience is why AIRBUS is like this. Yeah. So, of course, we have another requirements, and is to manage all the litigation, to mitigate litigation risk. Yeah. We are an engineering company. If there is a problem, we can, we need to have all this information, and we need to provide to the court in case of there is something like this. And of course, we need to meet other standards, like the all quality standard, the 9100, etc., etc., etc. So all of this we need to fulfill in AIRBUS. So we are not, and we are an European company, and that's why we need to follow this. But as I said, this is today, yeah? This is today, this is nowadays. But for tomorrow, and now we are in a new context, we are in this digital context, digitalization context, is very important for us also. Why? Because we have started these end-to-end processes in our company. As we are highly audit, we have also a lot of processes, and the archiving and e-archiving and retention records, etc. All this is inside our regulation, inside our internal regulation. And I think this is very important for us. It's not, we have also in our process that are official process in order to fulfill this requirement. But now in this end-to-end context digitalization, we have a new project that we call, for instance, DDMS, Digital Development, Manufacturing and Services. That's mean an end-to-end process from the very beginning, when the design of aircraft, to the end. That means the services. And I always repeat that the very end finally is the archiving. Yeah, when they call end-to-end, finally you need to repeat. Yeah, but the very end is the archive. Oh yes, but so this digital design manufacturing, that this is a digital approach to the way as aerospace products are designed, manufacturing, and operated is the context that we are moving from nowadays. And it's very important, and because all is digital, of course, all our documents born digital and die digital. We have not paper now, yeah. So, but what the company wants is to reduce this product development and to increase value and to save cost for this. In this context, we have now these 3D models that before you mentioned, and all associated info that required to be retained for years, 4 decades. So it's not, we need to retain this for maybe 50 years. So because the product life of our products is longer than the, so this is the new context that we are moving on. I have bring here all about the 3D model, but doesn't mean that we are not working with documents. Of course, we are working also with documents. So finally, we have different type of data. Yeah, we have documents that are digital. We work with 3D models, and drawings is still, yeah, is less, yeah. So, but this combination between model and, of course, data, yeah, data. That data is quite difficult. So what happened in this context, we move, or we are more in touch with the LOTAR. I don't know if you know, but LOTAR, that is the long-term archiving and retrieval for aerospace industry. So maybe it's a group very specific for the aerospace industry, but yeah, it's quite interesting because also they provide a specification for us. So for this, so yeah, in this picture you can see how our product life is very long, and how the technology and the applications, the life of product of this technology application is few years. So that's why we need to do something. So in this context, we have also working in this e-archiving project in Europe, because we were very interested, really very interested on it as a European company. So the approach that we have for these building blocks, e-archiving, etc., was because we need a plan for digital preservation in long term, especially for certification of worthiness documents, these engineering technical documents that are the most important for us, drawings, and of course these 3 models. I had put in brackets in the future, but it's not in the future, it's now, but in the future there will be more. Why? Because this approach, as I said, of DDMS, digitalization from this end-to-end process, yeah? Of course, our idea was also to evolve our current archiving tools, or e-archiving tools, to the standards, to the European standards, and gain internal knowledge about e-archiving in contact with this project. So the solution provided, but Archivematica, this suite that, as you know, is an open source software tools that allow users to process digital objects from ingest to access to and compliant with the OI's reference model. So they provide us this solution, and in principle, we try to adopt this solution because it was fit to us, no? That this, in principle, because it's scalable, it's standards compliant, that for us is very important always to fulfill the standards, etc., etc. one of the problems was the free open source solution, and it's that now we are going to see. Why? Because in AIRBUS, and especially in AIRBUS Defense and Space, we have a lot of requirements from security. And also as a technology company, it's very difficult to work with open source solutions. So maybe, yes. Okay. So I finish right now. So for us, the time frame of this project was too short for AIRBUS, in the timeline of AIRBUS, because the official installation of this kind of tools was very, in the production environment, was very difficult. Finally, therefore, was installed only in a test environment. But another thing is that this issue that I said, this open source software for a kind of company like AIRBUS is very difficult because all of these security constraints that we have. So also when we launched this eArchiving project, we were in AIRBUS and in AIRBUS Defense and Space thinking about the decision, the corporate archiving solution for us. The benefit of this project for us was that the requirements that we are from Archivematica or this eArchiving project now has been added to the requirements dossier that we have for to work or for this corporate solution that we are going to implement. So this is a very big benefit because we are aligned with this solution and with these requirements coming from the European Commission. So lesson learned for us, Archivematica may have been integrated in a company, why not? Maybe not so big as AIRBUS, maybe. Archivematica fulfilled the business need, but due to this issue regard open source was not finally installed. There was a lot of, in this group, we have a good knowledge exchange, what are the requirements from the company or a company like AIRBUS, and for us was a very big benefit, and I suppose that the same for Piquel and for other companies. Finally, our strategy was we are going to install a corporate digital archiving solution following the OAI's standards in all AIRBUS on AIRBUS Defense and Space, with different installation in the different countries. So we have a big challenge also in AIRBUS. And our idea is, of course, to be in line also with this kind of standards coming from the European Commission as European company that we are. So thank you very much.